Hey. I'm on my roof. I am in my bikini. I'm trying to tan, quote unquote, while also really badly painting my nails. So I thought this would be a great time to talk about toxic friends. So if you're like me, you've dealt with your fair share of toxic friends, and it's hot as balls on the roof because it's like black. Okay, first of all, I haven't painted my nails in like months, so I'm like really bad at it right now. Look at this. It's like, okay, point of the video. So my philosophy on friendships or in general, is that most things are in shades of gray. Nothing's really as black and white as we think it is. So, in context to toxic friendships, if you're like me, I tend to throw a lot of love into a friendship, much more than I sometimes receive. And I'm always like, okay, just tell me, it's open communication. If what I'm doing makes you uncomfortable, then just tell me. And because I rely so much on honesty and communication, I tend to ignore signs that show that they don't give two shits about me. So the point being is that because I take my past, I would start ignoring those signs, and then these people would treat me very badly, and I'd let them. But I'd also become overly needy and insecure because I noticed those things, but I'd ignore them. I'd be like, oh, well, they told me that we're still good friends, so that's the truth, not like their actions. And so the first point being that actions speak louder than words. I know everyone preaches it, but as someone who forgets that, it's really important to look at. And second of all, it's a two-way street. I know that some of my friendships, although the other person ended up screwing me much more than I screwed them over, I would be insecure and constantly asking like what they thought of me, if they still liked me, if they considered me still their close friend. And that kind of behavior ended up pushing some of these people away. Mind you, it's not the only reason, like, I've had bad friendships in the past, but I've realized that a lot of times it's not just the person who put you through it. You also, to an extent, put yourself through it as well. You are in a friendship where you don't feel respected. If they're doing things that a person is not supposed to do in a friendship, even if they say they're your friend, they're not. And it's better for you to realize that now than later when it's gonna hurt you long term. I've been in a position multiple times where people kept reassuring me, and then it finally got too far, and then I found out that they never actually even really care about me. My ex-roommate is a great example. She ended up ghosting me after freshman year of college because of a multitude of issues that could have been resolved. She just spoke to me, even though I told her weekly if there's anything she's uncomfortable with, to just speak with me. And I had thought that we were good, etc., because I relied so much on communication. So I feel like y'all, to an extent, know me from my behavior in my videos, etc. And it sounds like tooting my own horn, and I guess to an extent it is. I'd like to think I'm a good person. But the amount of times I've been in friendships where I was kind of used, etc., for a while, I started feeling like maybe I was the one who was messing up, who was doing incorrect things in my friendships. And that's when I realized that these things are a two-way street. I did impact my friendships by letting my insecurities get in the way, and I kept attempting to force friendships that weren't truly there. So the point is, toxic friends, sometimes they're just toxic towards you, and they're not toxic to their other friends. And the truth is, that means that you guys don't mesh well. You don't mesh as well as you think you do. If you're insecure in a friendship, it's not a real friendship, you know? And my advice is just to take a step back, not necessarily lose the friendship completely, because that might hurt you more long term. But take a step back and evaluate who you are without that person. And then find better friends. I know this is so stupid and I don't really know exactly what I'm saying. But, and my nose is sucky. But friendships come and go. And I've had some people who, let's say I have this one friend who got addicted to drugs, and I was the only one who didn't want to throw him a pity party. And I told him, I'll be here for you if you want to get through that, but I'm not going to sit around while you're high on like an assortment of drugs and just watch you ruin your life. And he went around and told everyone that I was the reason he was doing drugs and that he hated me, etc. And for so long, I started blaming myself for his drug use. And I realized, how the fuck is that my fault? Like, putting responsibility of other people's lives on your own, it's going to end up creating a toxic friendship. Even if they don't blame you for something, you're still going to end up feeling overtly responsible for these people. So it's hard to take a step back, but it is necessary. Look at all your friendships and look at what you give versus what you get. And maybe some of your friends aren't the type that text first. Maybe you are the one that texts first, etc., or initiates hangouts. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's toxic friendship. I'm talking about the people who cancel on you, the people who make you feel like whatever happens is your fault, etc. Take a step back, look at it. Maybe it is partially your fault, but I'm telling you right now, it's not fully your fault, and it's not fully the other person's fault either. Look at it in shades of gray and realize, do you even want to keep this person in your life? So yeah, as always, this video is slightly messy, and you don't have to watch it, and I don't know if I actually really gave good advice in this, but yeah. I'm just painting my nails now.